Okay, let's dive in. We're talking about that universal dream today, aren't
Mm.
we?
Oh, yeah, the whole going viral thing.
Exactly. The excitement, millions of views suddenly popping up, shares just pouring in.
That incredible rush of overnight fame. It must feel amazing.
Totally thrilling, yeah. Validating and definitely powerful in that moment.
Mm-hmm.
But here's the thing, the uncomfortable part, maybe.
That it doesn't last.
Right. Virality is almost always temporary. So it makes you wonder, have you ever thought about what going viral really means? Like beyond the numbers.
And more importantly, how something can actually become impactful, lasting, once that initial buzz dies down.
Which it inevitably does.
Exactly. And that's precisely our mission with this deep dive today.
We want to try and demystify this whole phenomenon, right? Internet fame.
Yeah, and explore how you can actually maybe transform that short-term hype, turn it into something real, like long-term growth, an enduring legacy even.
Okay, so to help us figure this out, we've got some really interesting sources.
We do. We're looking at a great piece from Snapcart called From Viral Fame to Lasting Impact.
That sounds practical. Does it give, like, strategies?
Oh yeah, very concrete, actionable stuff, aimed mainly at brands, but applicable more widely, I think.
Good. And we're also bringing in another perspective.
Yes, to really get a handle on virality itself, what it even is and how it's evolved, we're drawing insights from Kevin Driscoll.
Ah, the media studies professor from the University of Virginia.
That's him. Based on an article, What Does It Mean to Go Viral? A dive into internet fame and its evolution.
So that combination should be good. We get a clearer definition maybe, and then the practical what to do.
Exactly. A bit of theory, a lot of practice.
Okay, perfect. So, we all see it, the funny TikToks, these bizarre challenges sometimes, trends that just explode.
Seemingly out of nowhere.
Right. But what's actually happening there behind the scenes when something goes viral,
Mm-hmm.
and crucially, how can that incredible burst of energy, that attention be harnessed, used for something meaningful, something lasting?
Well, it's fascinating because Kevin Driscoll, the professor we mentioned, he really challenges how we usually think about virality.
Oh, so?
He actually says, and this is a quote, going viral is more of a feeling than a number.
A feeling, not a number. That's interesting. So it's not just hitting, say, 1 million views.
Apparently not, or not just that.
Huh.
It's about this really widespread reach, yes, but also, crucially, how the content gets adapted, changed,
Yeah.
played with.
So you feel it happening because you see it everywhere, but maybe in different forms, reposts, responses.
Exactly, all happening at once, that pervasive sense of it being out there.
Okay, so less quantifiable, more qualitative, like a cultural moment.
Yeah, that kind of resonance, it definitely challenges the simple definition.
Does he also push back on how we talk about it? That phrase going viral, it sounds a bit like catching a disease.
He absolutely does. That's a key point for him, using viral in that medical sense.
Well, it suggests we're just passive carriers.
Like we can't help but pass it on, like the flu, right? But Driscoll argues, when you share a meme or a video or whatever it is,
Mhm.
you're making an active choice.
You choose to hit share. It's intentional.
Precisely. And that distinction, he thinks, is really important. It shifts the whole thing from passive infection to active participation.
Right.
We're part of the spread because we want to be.
That makes a lot of sense. It's not just replication, then, like a virus copying itself. It sounds more like evolution, things changing as they spread.
That's a great way to put it. And he gives a good example. Do you remember that fitness influencer, Ashton Hall?
Vaguely. The morning routine video with the ice water.
That's the one. Ice water face dunk, rubbing a banana peel on his face.
Oh, right. Yeah, that was everywhere for a bit.
Exactly. It didn't just get millions of views and likes. It went viral because of that widespread reach and all the different adaptations and interpretations.
Okay, so how did people interpret that? Seems pretty quirky.
Well, that's the thing Driscoll calls polysemy, multiple meanings. For some people, yeah, just quirky, funny. For others, it was weirdly aspirational, part of that whole grind set mentality.
The hyperproductivity thing.
Right. Then there were economic discussions about brands involved, even interpretations around masculinity, the performance of blackness.
Wow, okay. All from one video.
All from one video.
Yeah.
And that polysemy, that ability for content to mean different things to different people, is key to why it spread so far. People share it for their own reasons.
So it's not just spreading, it's being reinterpreted constantly. That's fascinating. Does he trace this back? Like, when did this start?
He does. He points way back to the 90s. Remember chain emails?
Oh, gosh, yes. forward this to 10 friends or bad luck.
Exactly. He sees that as an early form. And then, the internet classics. Boom goes the dynamite.
Yes. Oh, man, that takes me back.
Or dance crazes like Gangnam Style, the Harlem Shake.
Right. Those are huge.
And what ties all these examples together, according to Driscoll?
What's the common thread?
He argues the biggest viral hits tap into something really basic, really human, foundational experiences.
Like being embarrassed?
Or excited, or successful, or just doing something amazing or relatable. If it's going to have mass appeal, it has to connect with those deep shared feelings.
Okay, so virality isn't just random luck. It's sparked by something relatable, maybe deeply human, and then it's actively spread and often evolves.
That seems to be his take, yeah.
But if that's how it works, what happens next? Because the buzz does die down, right?
Almost always.
And that Snapcart article we mentioned, From Viral Fame to Lasting Impact, it really hammers this point home, doesn't it?
It does. It says that viral moment, it feels like winning the lottery, sure.
Huge potential upside.
But that intense spotlight, it's temporary. And a lot of brands or individuals, they get this sudden surge. And then when the buzz fades, they just struggle. They can't keep people interested.
Why does that happen, according to Snapcart? Is it just inevitable?
Not necessarily inevitable that you fade away, but the fading of the initial buzz is the problem they highlight is often a lack of foundation.
Ah, okay. So you didn't build anything solid underneath the hype.
Exactly. Virality gives you the spotlight, sure, but if you haven't built the stage, metaphorically speaking.
People just wander off when the light moves somewhere else.
Precisely. So the core question Snapcart tackles is, how do you turn that short-term hype into actual long-term growth? And they break it down. Several key strategies.
Okay, let's get into those. What's the first big takeaway?
The first one is crucial and maybe counterintuitive right when it's happening. Don't let the trend define you.
Right, because the pressure must be immense to just replicate that one thing that went viral.
Huge pressure. But Snapcart says the real skill isn't just knowing your core values or your brand identity.
It's having the discipline to pivot back to them, even while everyone's still buzzing about the viral hit.
Exactly. While the spotlight is still on you, so that all these new eyes, these new potential fans or customers, understand who you are beyond that one trending piece of content.
So if you went viral for, I don't know, a funny skit.
You need to quickly tie that attention back to your actual product, your service, your mission. Show them the value so they have a reason to stick around.
That makes sense. Build the bridge from the viral moment to your core offering. What's next?
Building on that, the second point is capture, don't just entertain.
Capture. As in, capture the audience.
Yes. Visibility is great, but visibility without retention, it's pretty meaningless in the long run.
Just evaporates.
Right. So this is about making a conscious choice. During that peak viral moment, you need a strategy to capture contact points.
Like email addresses, or getting them onto a platform you control.
Exactly. Direct those new viewers to your email newsletter, your app, your community forum, somewhere you own the connection.
And you have to give them a reason to sign up, right?
Absolutely. Offer something valuable in return. A discount, exclusive content, maybe educational resources related to your field. It's about building a real connection, a tribe, not just inflating a follower count.
So thinking, join our insider list, not just follow us.
Precisely. Much more strategic.
Okay, that's smart. Proactive. What's the third strategy from Snapcart?
Then while things are still hot, leverage that buzz by creating strategic, evergreen content.
Evergreen. So content with a longer shelf life.
Exactly. And you don't necessarily need to start from scratch. Repurpose that viral content itself.
How would you do that?
Turn it into blog posts, maybe detailed how-to videos if applicable, downloadable guides. Think about SEO target keywords related to the trend and your product or niche.
Ah, so people searching for the trend later might still find you.
Right. You can also break down the viral moment into smaller pieces. Behind-the-scenes stuff, user reactions, analysis, extend its life. The goal is sustained discoverability. Maximize that temporary window.
Got it. So don't let the original viral piece be the only thing. Repackage it. What comes after that initial burst in repackaging?
Well, after the hype starts to settle a bit, Snapcart stresses you must use feedback and data. Understand what actually resonated.
Dig into the why.
Yeah. Look at the analytics. Which parts of the content got the most engagement? What emotions were people expressing in the comments? Who are these new followers or buyers? What demographics?
Your audience basically told you what worked.
Exactly. So listen to them. Maybe run some polls, send out surveys to new subscribers, monitor the social sentiment around the topic.
It raises that key question, doesn't it? Are you really listening to what the virality revealed about your audience and what they want?
Or are you just looking at the view count and thinking, great, big difference.
Okay, this next one feels really important to me. Don't just chase the next trend. Build systems that outlast them.
Yes. It's so tempting, isn't it?
Mm.
Try to catch lightning in a bottle again by jumping on every new thing.
But that can backfire, right? Dilute your brand.
Totally. Leads to brand fatigue, both for you and your audience. Snapcart says instead, invest that energy inward. Strengthen your content calendar with planned, value-driven stuff.
Stuff that aligns with your core identity, the one you pivoted back to earlier.
Exactly. Maybe develop product lines or services that actually align with what the trend revealed about your audience's real interests or needs.
Or build brand rituals, like regular things people can expect.
Yes. Weekly series, specific formats your audience learns to rely on. Brands that last. They don't just react to trends, they lead with their own consistent value.
That's a powerful distinction. Reacting versus leading. Okay, so you've refocused on your core, built systems. What's the next step Snapcart advises?
Collaborate strategically, keep yourself in the conversation, but smartly.
How? If you're not chasing trends.
Once your name has had that initial boost, extend your presence by aligning with the right partners, people or brands who genuinely fit.
Okay, like influencers.
Could be. Maybe micro-influencers who have real trust with your specific target market, or partner with other brands that offer complementary non-competing products.
Co-create content. Run giveaways together.
Exactly. These kinds of partnerships maintain visibility and introduce you to new, relevant audiences without relying on the lottery of random virality again.
Yeah.
But the key is authenticity.
The collaborators have to actually believe in your brand. Otherwise, it feels forced.
Totally transparent if it's just a paid transaction with no real connection.
Okay, makes sense. What's the final piece of advice from Snapcart?
The final one brings it all together. Monitor, adapt, and keep showing up consistently.
Patience is key here, I imagine.
Definitely. Building that strong brand foundation, that loyal audience, it takes time. Not every single piece of content is going to go viral again. And that's okay.
It's probably unlikely, even.
Probably. So set realistic goals, realistic KPIs. Don't just look at likes on one post. Look at returning visitors to your site, customer retention rates, word-of-mouth growth.
The deeper metrics that show actual loyalty.
Right. Be consistent in your posting, your messaging, even when engagement numbers might fluctuate.
Yeah.
Keep refining your strategy based on what your audience genuinely cares about over time.
Because that consistency is what builds trust.
And trust, ultimately, is what makes brands or creators or anyone truly unforgettable long after a fleeting viral moment.
Okay, so wrapping this all up, what's the big picture here?
Well, it seems pretty clear. Virality. It's undeniably a powerful opportunity. It's like getting a temporary spotlight shown right on you, putting you on the world stage for a moment.
It's a huge chance.
A huge chance. But as we've explored, drawing on both Driscoll's insights about what virality is and Snapcart's strategies for what to do, the real question isn't if something will go viral.
Because that's often unpredictable, like Driscoll's feeling.
Right. The real question is, what do you choose to build with that attention when you get it?
How do you use that moment?
Exactly. Because ultimately, it seems like virality is the chance, that temporary opportunity.
But what you build after it, that's the legacy.
That's what lasts.